Let's talk about the 79 series Land Cruisers. I have done a few videos on these in the past, but I thought this would be a good one to do an example on. So this car came to us with a Steinbauer chip on it. I'm not knocking this product in any way. It was good for its time when it was available, before the days of remapping ECUs were at our fingertips. Now, the difference between this particular chip, and it's a piggyback style chip, so it interfaces between all the injectors and all the common stuff. So it's one of the better chips on the market compared to just your normal rail chip. But this car made 142 kilowatts with the chip on it, and we made 145 kilowatts with our remap. No, not much power difference, is there? That's peak power. Let's talk about torque, and let's talk about the difference in the graph. So red line is the Steinbauer, 142 kilowatts, you can see it there. And the blue line, this one here, is ours, 145 kilowatts. So this is the Steinbauer removed and one of our ECU remaps. Now, the big difference is, so let's talk about the things that aren't so different. So let's talk about 3,000 revs, 3,200 revs. We're about the same torque, and you know, we're as close as you can be to being the same in the peak, okay? Give or take a few kilowatts, whatever. But on the bottom of the graph, so 1,800 revs, 2,000 revs, 2,500 revs. Let's have a look at the torque difference. So with the chip, we've gone from 357 Newton meters, now with the remap, 498 Newton meters. That's right, 498 Newton meters versus 357 Newton meters. And now that's at 1,700 or 1,800 revs. Let's go to say 1,600 revs. 387 Newton meters to 458 Newton meters. You get the idea what's going on here? Let's go to 2,200. 2,200, 391 Newton meters. After the remap, 517 Newton meters. So the whole purpose of this video is to show you that just because you made peak torque of X amount doesn't mean you have X amount down here. The bottom of the graph is where you drive the car, especially a diesel vehicle, you know, big tradie car. This is where they drive. So, you know, you bring the power on, and you know, on the highway these things are cruising around 2,300 revs. You know, you've gone from having just on 400 Newton meters to almost 550 Newton meters. It's 150 more Newton meters in the bottom end of the graph, and even more if you get down to 1,900 revs. So, you know, when you get your car remapped and someone says, oh, I made X amount of power, and then you'll be like, oh, well, I made X amount of power, I went somewhere else. I made more with them, or I made less. That's not how we compare. You need to look at the bottom of the graph. You need to look at the whole dyno sheet, the whole thing. The numbers that people talk are not the numbers we should be talking about. And we're probably our worst enemy, because we get online and we say, oh, this car made 1,000 horsepower. You know what I mean? Wow, awesome. They're race cars. We're talking about road cars, cars you drive every day. So anyway, the moral of the story of these guys, no, just because you've got 140 kilowatts and your mate got his car tuned somewhere else by another tuner, or whatever it is for that matter, doesn't necessarily mean that you have the same power. It's all about the graph, how you build torque, how you feed the power in the bottom end. And in a diesel vehicle and something that's going to pull a load, you want to have that torque in off the bottom. And to make torque, you've got to make power early. So even though someone comes on here and will say, you know, it's all about the torque numbers. Yes, it is all about the torque numbers, but the mathematics come from horsepower. Okay, so it's RPM, you know, times 52, and so on. Now that's another story for another video. But at the end of the day, can't have torque without horsepower. Horsepower, low RPM equals lots of torque. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you learned something out of this. And if you're intrigued about the number 5252, look it up online. You know, that's how you calculate torque. So when someone tells you they've got some pretty bogus figures when it comes to torque, you just got to get that RPM and, you know, divide it and whatever. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll do a video on the 52 number another time. Catch ya. Bye.